YouTube. All right, so I got both of you guys going. Hey, hey, hey. So y'all already know. Well, let me share while we wait for others to come in because I love just diving. Y'all know me. I'm focused, strategic, streamline, whatever you want to call it. So, y'all already know. So I just dive into it. Hey, what's the tea? How you doing? But let me tell y'all, today was a day. What they say today, life was lifing. Hey, Kay. Uh-oh, they watching us over in Nigeria, y'all. Hey, the Moore Foundation. Hey, Zazzy baby. Hey, Sonara. Hi, you guys. So yeah, today I went over to one of the group homes and um tried to do some cleanup on some things, some paperwork, because you're supposed to keep documents. I don't know if y'all know that. When you have a group home, you cannot just shred documents as you don't want to, as they stack up and you want to use them, okay? You have to keep documents for so many years, depending on what document it is. And so in one of my houses, there's documentation everywhere. Documentation over here, documentation over there. Oh my gosh. So it's just a lot. So just trying to get all that together. That's why I'm still in my sweats because it's kind of chilly here in Arizona. So I'm still in my Just Strong sweats. Uh, and yeah, I was like, let me choose. Stay over here and do the live or make it home and do the live. I prefer to be at home. So, hey, so let me look at the comments. So, Kay said it's 2 a.m. here. I can't sleep. Go to sleep, girl. Hey, Trophy. Hey, Tahara. Hey, you guys. Blessed by the best. Well, thank you. Pink hearts. Thank you, Juanita. Y'all know I love the pink hearts. If you can hear me, if you can hear what I'm saying, go ahead, make me feel good, give me some energy, and throw some pink hearts in the chat while I get my notes, okay? While I grab my notes. Because y'all know if I don't get my notes, I will not stay on point. So yeah, let's see. I got the YouTube pin. If Instagram be showing out on us again, y'all need to click that YouTube link and jump over to YouTube because Instagram be playing y'all. Thank you, big. Thank you, D girl. The girl you don't know. Oh, the girl I don't know. Thank you. I be trying to decipher these names, y'all. Hey, Lyrics Life. Thank you. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you. Yes, Zazzy, baby. Give me some energy. Give me some energy. Okay, so, man, tonight, I'm tell y'all, we've been going over this 4-part series of fear. Man, so many of us, fear actually will paralyze you. I mean, I've been there. I've been paralyzed. There's situations I stayed in fear of, not getting out. I would say my first marriage, I was so scared to be by myself, and I was just like, oh, I stayed longer than I should have. I put it that way. I ain't telling nobody to leave nobody. When I say this is my opinions. This is me, okay? Y'all know, look, the ones of y'all that following me know why I'm saying that. This is me and my opinion. I stayed longer than I should have, okay? But I was fearful, But then once I took that leap and I jumped out on my own, everything was okay. Hey, More Guzman. Hey, Juania. Who else came in here? How y'all doing? Hey, Forward Vibrations. So, yeah, so you have to release this fear. Whatever you got fear of. People been DMing me, messaging me, commenting about all these different fears that are keeping them bound and keeping you, you know, restricted and not letting you move forward. If you just succumb to fear, you will do nothing. I told y'all about my fear of everything: horses, heights, uh kites. No, fear of cats, fear of just all kinds of fears. Fear of the ocean. Who's scared of the ocean? I was fearful of the ocean. Windmills. Oh my gosh, my family would torment me for years. I don't know if what do they call them? They call them combines now. Those big old huge things that sit on the side of the road that are like in California, Oklahoma, places like that. I actually had a fear of that. It's the actual name for it. I can't think of it right now because my brain always goes blank when I'm on these lives, but there is an actual fear of those combines. That was me up until about 3 years ago. I would get ill driving through past, if I'm going to California, or one time I flew into Oklahoma and was driving, and I would get sick, like I was gonna throw up. It would paralyze me. I could not do anything. My family would be funny and send me pictures of it. And I would open the pictures in a text message and instantly get sick and weak. That's how fearful I was of those things. And now today I look back and I was like, how stupid was that? How stupid was that? So, but it was real to me. Like, I literally would feel like it was an alien. I'm telling y'all my thought, because I've never really told anybody why I would get sick. I thought it was an alien that was like secretly coming here to take over the world, and that's why I would be like ill. I would get sick and scared. So yeah, that's just, I have weird fears, y'all. People got real fears. My fears were just crazy. But I can't continue to let them paralyze me. You can't continue to let fears paralyze you, because it will take over your life. It didn't make sense that my family could be thousands of miles away and send me a text message with one of those things in there because they thought it was funny that I was fearful of it. So they would torture me, and it would literally make me sick thousands of miles away. It didn't make sense. Guess what? You might think that's silly, but your fears don't make sense. It doesn't make sense to be scared of not being able to support your family. It doesn't, because people have fear. A lot of men have fear on being able to keep their wife in a lifestyle. You shouldn't be fearful of that. You shouldn't have a fear. You should just strive to do it. And then if something happens and you can't, that's feedback from the world telling you, okay, try something different. So that's how we gotta look at fear. Fear is it's not, I know people always say false evidence appearing real. It's not real. It's just based on your experiences, your past, things, your environment, things around you, your mind. My mind would paralyze me for combines, for windmills. That was my mind playing tricks on me. And so these are the type of things that I want you guys to think about. I know it looks like there's some new people in here. Hey, Go Pretty Red. Hey, Always on vacation, I think. Hey, Baby Period. Y'all ain't new, but there are some new people on here. If there are some fears that you're just like, you know what, I'm not going into 2024 with this. If you know you have a fear, if you know that there is something that you need to let go, type it in the chat. Because I told y'all the chat right now, the chat for this, just for this 4-part series, is the freaking altar. Look, and we putting it on there. We're casting our cares on there. We're throwing it on there, and we're getting rid of it because we're not walking in 2024 with this crap on our shoulders. Okay, we're gonna keep it moving. So we've went over F, went over E, which was embrace. We went over A, which was basically action. And now we're going over R. Okay, we're going over R today. So I want you guys to go ahead, type your fears. Type your fears in there. Okay? So we can get rid of them. You keep walking into it. You keep going in every year in the same place you were the year before. You just making little changes. We need to get rid of stuff, get the weights off so that we can go forward and move forward into a new year, into a new level, new state of mind, because it is all about mindset. And so application. Sorry, you guys. I told y'all I have to take notes or my brain will my brain be everywhere. Yeah, they say geniuses think all the time. So no, I'm just playing. So last week was application. Application is what we talked about last week. And then this week, somebody sent me a message and made me feel great that they remember. They said, we talking about R tonight, right? And I'm like, yes, we talking about R. R is for resilient. Resilient. You know what I'm saying? Because we have to be resilient. So resilient is able to withstand or recover quickly from difficult conditions. All right? Able to recall or spring back into shape after bending, stretching, or being compressed. Resilient. That's what we talking about tonight, y'all. That's what we talking about. Recovering quickly. Because like I told y'all, if something happens and you technically say it's a failure, I don't think you have failures. I think you have lessons. I think you get feedback. You know what I'm saying? You're getting feedback. You learned a lesson. Now, what do? You quickly recover from that difficult situation. You recover. You know what I'm saying? You can't stay in the fear. You can't stay in the situation that happened. You got to quickly recover and move on. You got to spring back. You got to come back into shape after bending, stretching, because sometimes things happen. Sometimes you say something on a podcast and they take 60 seconds out and they post it about you, and then over 400,000 people say mean things about you. Guess what? I got to bounce back. I got to use it as fuel, and I got to use it as feedback and move on. So things happen. You know what I'm saying? Our experiences, things that are going on around us. Something may happen to your sister, your brother, or whatever. And it puts that fear in your heart and in your mind. But you got to shake it off. And guess what? Be resilient. Bounce back. Use it as feedback. Use it as, you know what I mean? Use it as fuel. Because that's what I'm doing. I use it as fuel. Because life goes on. You know, as long as I got breath in my body, I got to be resilient, because every day in business, y'all, in business and in life, y'all got to think, I'm not just an owner, a business owner. I have multiple businesses. I'm a wife, you know, I'm a mother, I'm a grandmother, I'm a sister, I'm an auntie. I have all these different weights, not to say they're bad weights, but they are things that I have to think about. And they affect the way I move. But in that, when things come my way from all these different directions, everything going on, I still got to be resilient. I got to keep going. Oh my gosh. Oh, I love when those things pop up. Y'all don't know. On YouTube, Instagram, on YouTube, I have been opened up to do super chats. And super chats pop up on your device like so bright it throws me off. But thank you so much. I appreciate that. Juanita Scott says resilient, recover, rebound, regroup, recuperate. Yes, all the R's, Juanita. Yes, all them R's. I'm going to go back and read some of the comments. Same here, Queen. Finally decided I need to move on. Hope for all best in 2024. Sometimes you gotta, for you to be resilient, you know what I'm saying? You gotta move on. Hello everyone. Starting. Resilience is when you never give up after you have overcome your fear. That's right. Yes, Sandra. Yes. Being resilient, you just don't give up. Even when something knocks you down, you feel like you're on your knees, you feel like your heart is hurt, you feel like somebody broke your heart or whatever, or you gotta get up. Shake it off, get up, and move on. Use it as feedback. Sonara said, my snapback is real. Thank you for the pink hearts. Stay the course. Yes, I love it. My recall is realistic, Miss. Yes. I love all of that. Any comments on Instagram? Let me take a look. Yes, baby, period. I'm having a great day. Being a solo business owner. Yes. Being a solo business owner is hard. It's hard being by yourself, but it is doable. And there's a lot of people that do it. You know, you just can't be fearful. When you by yourself, you don't have nobody to push you. You cannot be fearful. You got to keep moving. Hey, Perry Boss Barber. Yes. Let's see. Thank you for the pink hearts. Go Pretty Red. Thank you, What's the Tea? She said we love you, Myrrie. But yeah, you guys. So tonight is resilient. Man. I be feeling this little, y'all know it's the holidays. And when I think about certain things that I say, I think about my mom. And I'm not going to be a crybaby tonight, but I do. I think about her and things she used to say to me in our conversations together, you know. And then when I was talking to my sisters, I have a Zoom meeting with my sisters. I'm the youngest of 14, if you don't know who I am. And I have 6 brothers, and I had 8 sisters, but I've had 2 sisters that passed away, so it's 6 of us now. And we have a Zoom call every Saturday morning. And so my sisters said to me, you know, I guess in a sense, all publicity is good publicity. So take it as a good thing. And that's kind of something my mom told me a while ago too. It's like she would say little things to me because There were some people in my family because I was fearful to be who I am now. I was fearful. I was scared. I was quiet. I was well reserved. Um, I was heavier. I've lost 85 pounds, so I was a heavier person because I was always trying to stay in the background and stay in the background, I guess. And so being resilient, this is, if y'all don't get this, man, this message, look, it ain't a message, but this today is like, it's hitting me right here. And it's putting that, you know how you get that little thing in your throat when you about to cry? It keeps putting that little thing in my throat. Like it's you know what I mean? Like it's keep coming up, but I'm not gonna let it. That's right, baby, period. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. I received that. I received that. If you're Black, especially a Black woman, resilience is in your DNA. Girl, yes. Yes. Yes, ma'am. It sure is, because we have to. We have to be resilient. We have to be stretched and pulled and beat down, and then we have to bounce back. People just expect it. They just expect us to come out looking like superstars every day. And it's like that's a heavy load to wear. You know what I'm saying? But we wear it well. We wear it well. Yes. But man, you have to, in overcoming your fears and different challenges, because it's not easy. It's not easy. It's not easy as far as having a group home, being a business owner. Y'all already know, if you follow me, you know all this fraud that's going on in Arizona, all these homes that have gotten shut down. There's like 400 homes now that have gotten shut down in Arizona. Mine not being one of them, but I'm feeling the backlash of it. I'm feeling that they're auditing every single person. They're going around doing site visits multiple times. They're doing all this extra stuff because they didn't catch the fraud. So now they have to come around and police us, the ones that were doing the right thing, because all these other people were doing fraud. So, hey, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about resilient right now. You have to bounce back. You have to bounce back. It's hard. Yes. Am I fearful? I tell y'all, sometimes it creeps up in me like, oh my gosh, what if I did something wrong and don't know I did it, and then they come down on me? Yeah, I think about that. But then I think, if they do, then it is what it is. That's kind of how I'm living now, because I've never intentionally did anything wrong. So I can't live in the fear of saying, what if? No, I got to keep moving. I got people that I'm taking care of. I have employees to employ, so I can't focus on that. And you can't focus on fears that you have, because if you make the fear your focus, that's what's going to happen. You have to focus on being resilient. You have to focus on application. You have to focus on embracing your challenges, reframing your mind, taking things that you thought were negative and reframing it and saying, oh, well, it's this. Okay. Congratulations on you. I still try. You funny girl. But yeah. Hey, Dolores. Right. I look, the way how back in the olden days, they used to have them witch hunts, and even people that wasn't witches would get caught up in the mess because of something. Yeah, that's how I be feeling sometimes. Like they just looking for something, And a lot of times when people look for something, they try to find something. So it's just a headache. But anyway, so back to resilient because I'm the, like I said, no matter how much they bend, stretch, pound me down, whatever, I'm gonna bounce back because greater is he that is in me than he that is in the world, you know? So, hey. My recall, let's see. If you're black, oh, I read that one. Gotta walk on water. Yeah, basically, she said you gotta walk on water. Yeah, to some people you do. So, we define resilience. We have talked about the significance of it. Now, I want you guys to tell me actions that you or ways that you're going to think about being resilient. Give me some examples. Give me some examples of things that you're going to do to show that you are resilient. Type them in the comments, you guys. I'll give you a few minutes, okay? So, anybody? Prodigy said that lump. Yeah, it keeps, man, it's right there. It's right. Y'all know that lump. When you about to cry and that lump hit your throat like, yeah. I ain't got no Adam's apple. um, Speak the word, speak the truth. Not thinking of why something won't work, but instead thinking of why it will work. Exactly. And that's Malibu misses. Okay, I got it. Yes. That's how you reframe your mind. So you, instead of you saying, you know, oh my gosh, you know, I'm going to do this and it's not going to work. You need to find reasons that it will. I'm going to try this because it could possibly work because of this, because of the education I got, because of the training I got, because of whatever. You need to reframe it. Take it from this and make it into this. Because you have to dwell on, you can't think about this negativity over here, this fear over here. You got to focus on the positive because that's what's going to get you there. And I had a call with somebody today and they were saying different things about, oh, this and that, you know, and I said, I'm going to tell you, whatever you believe, that's what's going to happen. So whatever you believe, whatever fear that you have, you say this, eventually it's going to happen. So why not focus on the positive over here and forget about this? You know? So yeah, so that was a good one. Malibu misses. Pray, prepare, and keep on moving forward. Yes. Yes. Definitely. I would say, it was something that somebody told me. I thought it was so good. They said, prayer is a weapon and therapy was a tool. Because I tell you, I'm going to therapy. So prayer is a weapon, therapy is a tool. Because therapy actually teaches you tools on how to kind of work through things in life. So it's not like the solution. Like, you know, I'm reading the next comment. It's not something that you know, it's not a end all thing. It's just tools that are being provided to help you. So yeah, so Malibu Business said being solution focused. That's right. Think about the solution. Don't always be bringing the problem. You know, think about, be the solution person. I try to do that. I do. I don't always want to focus on the problem. And when people come to me with problems or complaining and things like that, sometimes people get irritated with me because I ask them questions. I'm just asking them questions to get them to think about something different. Because I don't like dwelling on negative things. I don't like dwelling on complaints. I like to be bit, stretched, and then bounce back. You know, I'm gonna keep saying that because I like that definition. Let's see. Praise. I will use my skills and grow in the business whenever I start. There you go. Yes. So don't be thinking about, oh my God, I'm scared to start this business. I don't know what I'm going to do. No, hey, wake up every day and say, I will use my skills and grow in the business whenever I start it. And then put a date on when you're going to start it, Claudette. Yes. Dolores says, stay focused on the positive and speak positive. Yes. Because what you focus on, that's going to be the way to go. Y'all know when y'all be driving and you look over here, most times your car start going over here. You know why? Because that's what you focused on. So you need to focus on the positive sides. You need to have a vision, write it down. You need to have goals, write them down. So when you feel discouraged or you feel like I'm not feeling resilient today ain't the day, then you pull out what you wrote down and you say, you read it off and say, I will, whatever your goal is, I will this, I will this, and read it out loud to yourself so you can speak some life into yourself, because it ain't always going to be somebody around you that can do that. It don't say in here resilient means somebody comes around, motivates me and make me bounce back. No, it says you do it. You know, it says resilient is you doing it. So it ain't going to always be. It may not be. You might be married and your spouse is being negative and fighting against you. You may be in a household with siblings and they don't believe nothing you say because of things you did in your childhood and they holding on to it. That might be your story. But guess what? This says you need to be resilient. So read it out loud to yourself sometimes. So good. Prayer is a weapon and therapy is a tool. Yes, yes, I love that. Accept that changes are a part of life and learn from your experiences. Exactly. Like I said, I don't have failures now. I either learn a lesson or either that's feedback. That's just God giving me feedback to say, you know what I'm saying? If I walk down the steps and fall all the way down the steps, I'm not going to say, oh, shoot, and be scared to walk down the step. No, maybe next time you need to look at what's on these steps before you walk down. That's a lesson. That's a lesson. That's feedback. That's saying, watch your step. I'm just trying to put it in plain terms. All right. So write it down, make it plain. Yes. Perry Boss Barber said, I will. Yes. Put I will before your goal. I will blank. I will blank. Yes. And read it to yourself out loud. Because what you consume is who you become. So you reading that, you seeing it, you hearing it, you speaking it. Keep consuming it. Just stop consuming all this reality TV and all this stuff. Why am I going that way? I don't know, Lord. But I'm saying what you consume is what you become. You eating a bunch of junk food, guess what? You're going to get fat because you eating a bunch of junk. So you need to consume things that are positive. You need to consume things that are going to move you forward. Whether that's scriptures in the Bible, whether that's self-help books. If you sitting there reading these romance novels all the time, and I'm not Do what you want to do. I'm speaking what's coming to me, okay? If you consuming that all the time, that is what you are going to become. So when you consuming all that and you trying to figure out why no relationship is working or whatever, or why men keep running through you, I don't know, or women or whatever. What you consume is what you become. So remember that. Let me see. You a CEO, Myrrie. Confidence equal opportunity. Yes, I like that. Confidence equal opportunity. Hey, I was just on YouTube watching you. Well, hey, well, now you on here watching me. Awesome. Thanks for stopping by. Hey, they call me M's. Literally watching your social podcast episode. Oh, well, great. Well, I'm glad you found me on Instagram. Wow. Yes, we're doing a 4-part series. This is the last day on fear because so many of us have been living in fear. And 2023 is the time to cut it off, y'all. We got to cut it. We got to chop it at the roots. We gonna have to chop it at the roots, throw it in the bonfire, and let it go. Because there's a lot of y'all that said, I'm gonna do this 10 years ago, and you still ain't done it yet. And it's fear. The past 6 years, then you can start one if you saying that's what you want to do. Excuses is just fear. And it's time out. It is time out. I'm telling y'all, 2024, I forget my phone does that. 2024, y'all gonna have to stop living in fear. All right. Let me go to YouTube. I done look. I can't neglect YouTube now, y'all. Let me scroll back. Show up for me, don't matter how that looks like. Yes, I like that. Show up for yourself. Yes. So show up for yourself because that's a lot. That's big. That's big. Thank you. Because a lot of us don't show up. That's the problem. Because you scared. You living in fear. So you just don't show up. And I tell, people around me know. It's a few of y'all on here that's been hanging strong. Y'all know it ain't nothing. I will fight water for you if you show up for me. That's something big to me. So you definitely need to be showing up for yourself. And some of y'all ain't showing up for yourself. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that. And make sure you do it. Show up for yourself. Committing to building skills over time. Okay. So knowing that what's for me is for me, not if or how, but it will work out. Yes, you got to believe it. You got to believe it. So many people question us when we first started this group home thing. Like, y'all ain't got no money. Y'all got bad credit. Y'all black in Arizona. Y'all ain't about to do no group home thing. So many people didn't believe it, you know? But I kept saying, me and my sister kept touching and agreeing and saying, this is going to happen. This is going to happen. And that's how you got to believe in whatever it may not be group home. You might just be on here watching. It may be something else. But you got to know that you know that you know. That's what I say. You got to know that you know that you know. And we knew, even when times got hard, even when 8 months had went by and our house wasn't set up, we knew and we kept pushing forward. We were getting together. I was telling them, this is how much the bills are. Okay, let me see. What can we do? Scraping money together to keep that house going. But baby, when we got that first check, Woo! Because we believed. And every time people knocked us down, and every time we went in front of a group of people and they said no, we bounced back. We were resilient. We didn't let fear hold us back. Y'all get that? We were resilient. We were stretched. We were pulled. Sometimes we were pinched, but we were resilient and we bounced back. Man, y'all look, y'all got me out here all of it. God knows this is the last one of the year. I'm feeling it. Okay, so let's see. Developing problem solving skills. Yes. Being optimistic. Yes, you got to be optimistic. You got to think about the positive. You got to think about the good part of it, you know? Positive self-talk. You got to talk positive to yourself. Forget other people around you. You got to be like, I don't care what nobody say. I know I'm fine. You got to know within yourself. You got to know your own worth. Okay? Embracing change. Yes. We went over E, embracing change. I'm reading YouTube, y'all. I'm reading YouTube because YouTube going ham on the comments. Finding purpose. Developing a network. Yes, because your network is your net worth. Okay? So yes, you need to be doing that. Establishing goals. Speak over yourself. Yes, positive speaking. Speak it over yourself. We win or we learn. That's it. That's how you got to go through life thinking. Either I'm a win or I'm a learn a lesson. That's it. No other way. Winning or learning. That's how we roll it. Well, that's just how we roll. No, I'm just playing. I like that song. That was an extra message that people needed to hear about what you consume is what you become. Yes, I guess it was, because I don't know where that came from. But yeah, what you consume. You watching all this negative stuff. You watching all these fights and things like that. And the reason why I know is because my kids be watching crazy stuff. And I'll be like, what are you watching? Because I don't want all that negativity in my spirit, you know? Because you watch people fighting, somebody gonna lip off at you and you gonna end up knocking them out and you gonna go to jail. So I ain't got time for that. I got too much to lose. So I try to focus on positive things. I listen to motivational. I listen to preachers. I listen to learning. I'm always in some type of training, trying to, renew my mind daily. I'm always trying to learn something. And the thing is, if you trying to elevate your life, if you disappointed, or if you feel like, your life's not where you supposed to be, or you're not moving, then you need to just start saturating yourself, literally, like bathing in it. Bathe in positive motivational things so it can pull you out of that. Because of what you put in you is what you're going to become. And I'm going to tell you, what you put in you is what you going to become. So if you out watching all this crazy stuff on TV, and like I said, live your life the way you want to. This is my platform. I'm going to use it. If you out watching all this crazy stuff and consuming it all the time, oh, I got my favorite shows I watch on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, but then you complaining about something lacking, you need to reevaluate that. You need to reevaluate that. Because you could be using your time and energy on something else. I don't have a favorite show. I just don't, because I don't really have time for that. Do I watch a movie here and there? Yeah, I watch a movie. I'm going to see What's the new one out? The Color Purple with a women's group. But look, I'm going to see it with a women's group sometime this weekend, I think Saturday. So yeah, I do. I do that sometimes. But I'm saying making it a routine and making it so absolutely necessary in your life. If you got goals, you need to be thinking about those goals. You need to be working on this. It's about to be 2024 in a few days. And if you one of these people that's been saying, I'm gonna do this, and it's been over a year, it shouldn't even be over a year. But if it's been over a year, then you need to reevaluate your time. You need to do an inventory. Sit down, write it down. Okay, at this time I did this, at this, and then look back over it for 3 days and say, what the heck am I doing with my time? Because Lord, I don't know what that has to do with fear, but that's what look. But I guess it does, because some people escape into these movies and shows and Real Housewives and all this stuff because they're fearful about living. So they escape so they don't have to live in their reality. They don't call it reality TV for nothing. That was an extra. Oh, okay. And listen to people better than you. I wrote a book called All the Answers We Seek Are in the People We Meet. That theory changed my life. That is so true. Not focus on, but listen to people that have did what you did. I mean, have did what you want to do, or are at where you're going. You know what I'm saying? That's why mentorship is important. Thank you, Dr. Raguzo. Thank you. Mentorship is important because it helps you to, it gives you accountability, for one, because most mentors are going to hold you accountable if it's a good mentor. And then also, two, it helps you to have, it's like somebody reaching back to pull you up. So it's like assistance to where you trying to climb this rock hard mountain by yourself, and then you got somebody that's already up there. They got straps in a helicopter, and they like, hey, catch this, and you grab it and they fly you up. Why not get a mentor? You know what I mean? It just makes life so much easier. The mentors I've had in my life helped change my life. I always talk about one of my first mentors, Grant Cardone. I know a lot of people don't really like him now, but him and his team, they helped me. That's how I went from 1 property to 10. Then Nehemiah Davis, because I wasn't on social media. I wasn't thinking about this. I would make a video here and there and put it on YouTube, stuff like that. But I wasn't doing any of this. Look how many me meeting Nehemiah has changed my life. Look how many people that I have met because he told me, you got a story to tell. You need to tell people. And then introduced me to David Shands that put me on Social Proof. So I'm saying you need to think about that in whatever level you're at. There might be some mentors. A mentor might be a book. You know what I'm saying? You might read a good book and be like, oh my gosh. And then you start taking that book and using it as a manual. And then that becomes like your mentor until you get to the level where you can get, something else. But I'm saying, you can't be scared. You can't be fearful of doing these things to move your life forward, to just change your life, to stop living in fear. You got to be open to do things that may not seem like the norm. Because don't think that my family was like, woohoo, she got a mentor. Woo. They was like, are you crazy spending money on this? How much did you spend? Everybody ain't gonna be cheering you on. Everybody ain't gonna be a cheerleader when you do things. But you can't be scared about it. You can't be fearful. You got to keep moving. Thank you, doctor. Let's see. Yes, I've been living in free, but God is not. That's right. God does not give us the spirit of fear. When he gives a purpose, we can achieve anything. Yes, but you got to believe it. That's the thing. You got to believe it. It's a lot of people out here with purposes that don't even believe it. You got to believe it more than anybody else. Come on, help. Come on, help us. Listen to you, Dolores. Fear of failure and fear of rejection show up for procrastination. Yeah, because you have that fear, and so you be like I said, fear is paralyzing. I said that when I first started. Because you are so scared to be rejected or to fail, you don't do anything. You just be like, I ain't gonna do nothing. I used to do that, y'all. I'm laughing because I literally used to do that. I would be like, stuff would be so overwhelming. I would be like, I'm just gonna stay in my bed and do nothing. And I would literally just stay in my bed and do nothing. You can't live like that. That's not living. It's not living, you know? That's just getting by. And we trying to live out here, right? Y'all, look, if you trying to live out here, put live in the chat. Put I'm living in the chat, or put live in the chat if you really trying to live. Go ahead. I want to see it. And, throw me a couple of pink hearts up in there, too. You just helped me diagnose my fear. Good. That is what I'm here for. I'm telling y'all, this ain't glamorous. Like, this ain't a good glamorous topic or fun topic to talk about. But this is what the Holy Spirit told me needed to be talked about. And to break it down into 4 weeks. Literally gave me a plan on how to do it. And I'll say, yes, Lord, because sometimes you just got to show up. I just take little notes. I don't know what's going to come out of his mouth, but hey, I'm going to show up for myself. And you got to show up for yourself too. Yep. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Who's living out here? Juanita said, I'm living. Sandra said, I'm living. Prodigy said, I'm living. Anybody living on Instagram? Y'all not living? Y'all not living on Instagram? Come on, Instagram. Y'all living? So for me, fear of failure and fear of rejection show up as procrastination in my life. The dots are connecting. Yes. Good, good. All right. Let's see. Malibu Mrs. said exactly. Yes, ma'am. Hey, Quality Direct Care. Fanta says, Myrrie, do you mentor? Yes, ma'am, I do. I do have a mentorship. I actually have I'm doing a end of the year thing where I'm doing a preview, because people always ask me, what do you do? How does your mentorship work? What do you do? So tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Arizona time, which is 8 p.m. Eastern, I am doing a mentorship preview where people can come into the mentorship call with my mentees, and you can actually just sit in and see what we do. So yeah. So if you're interested in doing the preview and you're not in my, I forget what they call it, my broadcast. If you're not in my broadcast, because I dropped it in my broadcast today, and I did email it out to some people that had booked a call prior before. And so if you're interested and you're on these lives and you would like to be a part of the preview, DM me and I will send you the link that you can go in and pay. And then I will, once you pay, then we send you the link where you can come on the live. So yeah, I do have a mentorship group. I have a 90-day and I have a 1-year mentorship that I do. Hey, Maisha. How can a person find a mentor? How can you find a mentor? Like I said, a mentor could be a book. You can find mentors within, if you know of sororities, churches, really just make sure that your mentor actually does what they say they do. You know, because I'm a mentor, I'm a business mentor, and I'm also a group home mentor because I've did it. I've known people before that do mentorship and they've never had a group home. Yeah, so just make sure you vet your people. That's all I say. But yeah, there's a lot of different ways to find a mentor. It just depends on what kind of mentor you want. All right. I see some people living out here. I see some pink hearts. I'm loving it. Hey, Detroit Danny. Hey, Sandra. I saw that and thought it was fake. Let me get on that. Yeah, because y'all know I don't do no stuff like that. But yeah, I talked with the team and we was like, let's do something. It kind of coincides with the fear thing, I think, because it's like you need to come in and see what's going on so you can jump. It's a lot of people out here. Y'all, they need housing all over the USA right now. Like they really do. I know it's a lot going on in Arizona, but it ain't stopped nothing nowhere else. Okay. Y'all need to get, if y'all really thinking about doing it, 2024 is the best time. I saw that. Let's see. Hey, oh, thank you. Thank you, sir. I went ahead and pinned that down there. If you guys are interested on Instagram and doing the preview, you can go down there. The link is pinned on the actual comment. Let's see. Definitely in Florida. That's what I'm saying. Quality direct care. You better tell them. You better tell them. Housing is much needed right now. Y'all better jump in for real. Oh shoot. YouTube throwing me all kind of pink hearts. Let me see. Let me see. Thank you, Juanita. Juanita says she living. Instagram just shut off, y'all. Let me see. Hey, Sandra living, Prodigy living. The girl you don't know. I know you now, the girl you don't know, okay? Oh my gosh. I tell them they better get off of Instagram. I don't know. It just shut off. Let me see. I'm gonna try to get back on. I don't know. I only got a few more points. Because y'all know I don't like holding y'all that long. Let me see. So yeah. And then we'll wrap it all up. So going back to resilient. Adaptability. I wrote that down. Optimism. Somebody already said that. Problem solving skills. Yes, somebody already brought that up too. Sorry, Instagram. I told y'all, Instagram just be shutting off. I didn't touch it or nothing. I was touching YouTube. Instagram just shut off. I don't know why. But let me see. Let me see. I think, you know how you write notes and then you be like, you feel like God already gave you everything you needed to say. That's kind of how I'm feeling right now, y'all. Yeah, because I don't want to beat a dead horse. And I'm like, I believe that you guys get it. And I believe everything that he wanted me to say, that I've said it. But yeah, we can't continue to live in. That was the purpose of this 4-part series, you guys, was to get people out of their own way, because that's what it really is. You in your own way. Ain't nobody putting no fears on you but yourself. It might come from your past experiences, it may come from your environment, things like that, but it's your choice. It's your choice. Please don't think I've lived an easy life. Those of you who know me know what type of things that I went through in my past. But I had to release the fear at some point and move on. And you got to do the same. You know, because if you holding on to this back here, this negative thing, you can't catch what's up here. This is where the good stuff is, y'all. This is where it's at. You know what I'm saying? You playing football, if you reaching back, doing something back here, you're not going to catch that winning touchdown. Because you too busy holding on to these fears. You too busy looking back. Because a lot of fears come from past experiences. We got to do this so we can catch what's out there, so we can move forward. If I would have continued to do this years ago, I would have never had the opportunity. My dad used to always say to us, my dad was such a giver. This just reminded me of him. Y'all know it's the holidays. I'm thinking about my parents. But he was such a giver, and he would always say, you cannot go through life like this, because nothing's going to get out and nothing's going to get in, because it's just going to fall around your hand. He said, that's why I always give. And that's what he told us. He said, because stuff flow in and it flow out, and it flow in and it flow out. And he told us, as kids, this is how y'all have to be. So what does that have to do with fear? Like I said, you can't be holding on to this if you moving forward to this. You're going to have to release it. And you can't do this because you ain't going to be able to catch that good like this. You still holding on to a little. No, release all that crap and do this. So we can move into 2024 and change some lives. Change your own life first. Because if you doing this, your life gonna change. And then the people around you, life gonna change. And then the people connected to you, life gonna change. And if you in the service industry, the people you service are gonna change. Because you're not looking back and living in that fear. If you, look, like Coach Kelly said, if you getting what I'm putting down, y'all, put some pink hearts in there. Put some pink hearts in there. Go ahead. Put some pink hearts in the thing, in the chat. Go ahead. Yes, yes. I still got people on here. Yes, tell me. I'm living. I want y'all to live. You can't live with fear hanging on you. You helped me tonight. Thank you, Derek. It's funny because Derek sent me a message, y'all, and said, ask God to give you something just for me. So I hope I hope God delivered, because all I said was God used me tonight. And like I said, some things I didn't even go over some of my notes, because I feel like everything that was supposed to be said on here was said. So I hope that you guys got some value out of it. Like I told you guys, I had a couple of people ask about the mentorship. If you're interested in being on the preview call, the link is pinned down there at the bottom. Thank you. Thank you for the pink cards. Thank you guys. So yeah. And I so appreciate you guys showing up for me this year. I do. This is my last winning Wednesday of 2023. Woo woo! Yes, yes. What are those things? Put some of them things. I don't know what they are. Those shooting out things. Put some of them things in the chat, y'all. We are ending out the year. Man, I don't even know how many winning Wednesdays I did this year. I think I missed a few due to travel, but I tried to be on here every Wednesday that it was possible because we winning. We winning, y'all. We winning. You gotta believe it. You gotta believe it that we winning. And thank you guys so much on YouTube for the super chats. I appreciate you guys. I so appreciate you. Everything that you guys donate, everything that you put on YouTube, it does go to help get more videos out. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know how to edit videos, y'all. I have to pay somebody to do that and post these videos. So yeah, so I appreciate you guys when y'all do donate. There we go, Juanita. Juanita got the champagne bottles and the little, I don't know what they call confetti or whatever. Thank you, I am Chanel. I appreciate you. Yes. So yeah, you guys, well, this is the last Wednesday. I hope to see you guys in a brand new year next year with no fear, no fear, no fear. Okay? We going into 2024 with no fear. So when y'all come in next Wednesday, I want y'all to put in the chat, I'm here with no fear. All right. Oh my goodness. This has been great. It's been wonderful. I appreciate you guys. I do. I'm so honored. And I would just say, look, y'all know what I say at the end of, man, this is the last time I'll be saying this in 2023. I'm so sentimental. But as I always say, you guys, in everything you do, be a blessing to someone else. Good night. Good night. Good night, YouTube. Thank you for the pink hearts, everybody. Thank you for the super chats. I appreciate it.